JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, cops assaulted, 10 arrested and charged in Seaview Gardens. The police have identified the 10 people who were last night arrested at a party in Seaview Gardens, St. Andrew. According to the police officers went to the community about 11 p.m. where a party with about 200 patrons was in progress and instructed the party-goers to go home, but they reportedly refused and attacked the officers with stones and other missiles, injuring several of them. The party is said to have started after the 8 p.m. nightly curfew imposed by the government to help curb the spread of COVID-19. 4 women and 6 men are now facing charges ranging from assault, resisting arrest, breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act and the Noise Abatement Act, the police said. Charged with breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act are 18-year-old Timira Irons, 24-year-old Shamoy Shirley, 19-year-old Devony Dennis, 19-year-old Kevin Clark, 18-year-old Shahira Grant, 20-year-old Oren Smalling, 19-year-old Jerome Dixon, and a 17-year-old boy. 20-year-old Chantal Skeen was charged with breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act, assault on police, resisting arrest, and malicious destruction of property. And 29-year-old Horace Skeen was also charged with breaches of the Noise Abatement Act and the Disaster Risk Management Act, the police said. 8-month-old drowns in bucket in Clarendon. The Clarendon police are investigating the death of an 8-month-old boy who is suspected to have drowned at his home in the rural community of Bromwell in Clarendon on the morning of Wednesday, September 23. He has been identified as Aidan Rattray. The Corporate Communications Unit, CCU, the police information arm, has confirmed the incident but could not provide much details. Antonio Rattray, the baby's father, said that the infant was inside a room with other siblings while their mother carried out chores in the kitchen. Rattray said the mother later found the baby unresponsive with his head down in a bucket of water in the bathroom. He was rushed to the Percy Junior Hospital in Spaldings, Manchester, where he was pronounced dead. Man stabbed to death in Ocharias Market. The St. Anne police are investigating a dispute that led to a murder in the tourist resort town of Ocharias in St. Anne on Monday evening. The deceased has been identified as 24-year-old Ian Grant of Pimento Walk in St. Anne. According to the police, Grant and another man were involved in a dispute in the Ocharias Market, and even though onlookers tried to broker peace, both men continued to go at each other. Things got really heated when the now murder suspect reportedly armed himself with a knife and stabbed Grant before fleeing the scene. The police have not yet revealed the identity of the suspect, but say they are following several leads to try and apprehend the suspect. Forklift operator and a gym instructor charged over rapes. Detectives assigned to the St. Andrew North and the St. Mary divisions have arrested and charged 2 men in separate incidents on Tuesday, September 22, with breaches of the Sexual Offences Act. Charged are a 28-year-old forklift operator of Kingston 8 and a 49-year-old gym instructor of Highgate in St. Mary. In the first incident, the St. Andrew North police are reporting that at about 8 p.m. on Thursday, September 17, the complainant was accompanied by the forklift operator to visit family. On their return, the forklift operator stopped on the Whitehall Main Road and had sexual intercourse with her against her will. He was subsequently arrested and charged with rape. Meanwhile, in the second incident, the St. Mary police report that on Tuesday, September 8, the complainant visited the gym instructor to rent the premises. Whilst showing her the property, he had sexual intercourse with her in a room against her will. The complainant reported the matter to the police and was subsequently arrested and charged. Their court dates are being finalized, the police said. 2 men and a woman charged over illegal guns. 2 men and a woman were charged for breaches under the Firearms Act yesterday, following separate incidents on King Street, Lioneltown, Clarendon, and Nain Main Road in St. Elizabeth. In the first incident, the Maple police arrested and charged 27-year-old Rajiv Williams, otherwise called Roy, a farmer of Maple, Clarendon. Reports are that about 8:10 p.m. on Monday, September 14, Williams and his accomplice approached the complainant and fired several shots at him before escaping. Investigations led to the arrest of Williams, who was subsequently charged with shooting with intent, illegal possession of firearm, and illegal possession of ammunition. In the second incident, the named police arrested and charged 26-year-old Romaine Jones, a bailiff of Greenvale District, Manchester, and 21-year-old Kimberly White of Gazeland District, St. Elizabeth. Reports are that about 8:50 p.m. yesterday, police were conducting an operation when they signaled White, who was driving a 2008 blue Toyota Yaris motor car, to stop. Both occupants were searched, and Jones was found in possession of a handcuff and holster. A search of the vehicle led to the seizure of a black Taurus 9mm pistol, 2 magazines, and 1 9mm cartridge. Jones and White were charged with illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition. Their court dates are being finalized. No driver's license renewal, no fitness certificate for unruly drivers, says Minister Chang. Minister of National Security, Dr. Horace Chang, says motorists with outstanding traffic tickets will soon be barred from renewing their driver's license, as well as acquiring fitness certificates and similar services until they have paid outstanding tickets. To date, over $40 million has been spent to implement a pilot program island-wide to remedy the traffic ticketing issue. Traffic disorder is a big problem. We are leaning towards a policy where, if a driver does not pay for traffic offenses, he will not be licensed and will not be given fitness, said Minister Chang, while speaking yesterday at a sensitization session on the new handheld device for the traffic ticketing management system. Police are heavily accused when it comes to issuing traffic tickets. Nothing happens when tickets are handwritten, and it is alleged that those who understand the system try to beat it. To remedy that, we have to keep them in check by implementing an effective and efficient system to hold indisciplined drivers accountable, the minister said. Chang pointed out that the Jamaica Constabulary Forces, JCF Technology Branch, and eGov Jamaica have responded well to the issue by developing a modern electronic system to replace paper-based entries. He said the new technology will merge data through a new software, which will be used by the Tax Administration of Jamaica, TAJ, the courts, and the Island Traffic Authority, ITA. I feel optimistic that we'll overcome this problem, he added. Chang emphasized that this new traffic ticketing management system will be accurate and readily available to support the efficient enforcement of fines and penalties, which will improve public order and public safety. Meanwhile, Bobette Morgan Simpson, Superintendent of Police in charge of the St. Mary Police Division, said the system would not only improve ticket issuance, but assist with locating criminals. When the systems are linked, then we just might be able to find stolen motor vehicles, for example, thereby giving crime fighting a boost, she added. I find it quite fascinating, and it is really the way we want to go, where the different arms of the government have shared and linked information, making it much easier to track offenders in comparison to what used to happen with the paper-based system, she concluded. St. James Police optimistic about further crime reductions, with the latest data from the police force on serious crimes in St. James showing a decline in all areas when compared with 2019, cops are optimistic that this year will see an even greater reduction. Murders have seen a 19% decline, falling from 105 in 2019 to 85 up to September 19 this year. Shootings are the smallest decline, dropping from 97 to 96 under the review period. However, robberies have fallen by 14%, moving from 54 to 40, and break-ins have gone down by 27%, falling from 57 to 30. Police Commander for St. James, Superintendent Vernon Ellis, said that with the parish's 10 most wanted men at the start of the year either being dead or in custody, he is cautiously optimistic that St. James could end the year with its lowest murder count in nearly 2 decades. Our top 10 criminals, people like Delano Prekeboy Wilmot, Glenroy Tallman Hodges, and Melville Hutty, Christopher Plank Boyd and many of the gangsters linked to the Sparta gang are either no longer with us or they're in custody. Noting that several gang members have fled the parish, he said that they are being tracked for apprehension. He noted that many of the Sparta gang members who are currently in police custody were tracked to other parts of the island and arrested. We still have unfinished gang business, so I'm urging those who are still out there to keep the peace, because we are not going to tolerate any foolishness from them. St. James is a much safer place than when I came here in 2017. That year, the parish recorded a record 342 murders. Ellis said that in addition to dismantling gangs and arresting criminals, social outreach programs by the police, which include summer camps in volatile communities, are seeing results, with many residents now having a positive attitude toward the police, resulting in greater cooperation. The summer camp that we did in Salt Spring, which saw a number of children being provided with tablets and free Wi-Fi, was a resounding success. And these youngsters and the community in general are now seeing the police as their partners for peace and not their enemies. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.